I support raising the minimum wage to $10.10 an hour because I've lived through poverty and homelessness, and I continue to struggle. I'm tired of working hard and playing by the rules and still not getting ahead. I'm tired of working hard and not having enough to put a roof over my son's head. In 2011, my husband, who is a veteran of the United States Navy, lost a good paying job and had to settle for a minimum wage position. During that time, it was a constant struggle between deciding to pay rent and pay for food. The minimum wage was just not enough to live on. Eventually, my son began to lose weight. So we stopped paying our rent in order to properly feed our son, who was 8 months old at the time. At that point, we found ourselves homeless and living in a shelter. We lived like that for 6 terrifying and heartbreaking months. My son was constantly sick from the exposure at the shelter, and I was stuck with guilt and fear. While we were homeless, I decided to go back to school and earn my high school diploma. Eventually, we were able to get a 1-bedroom apartment with money that we received from my student loans as I had gone back to college. However, the cost of tuition and living expenses was too great for our meager budget, and I had to drop out. My family and I are not on any public assistance right now, and that's why I'm here today. I don't want public assistance. I want a wage that I can support my family on. Time is running out for my family and I. Our only hope to avoid homelessness is to get a housing subsidy from the Department of Veterans Affairs. I don't want to be homeless again. It's no way to live, and it's no way to raise a child. We've been afraid and ashamed of our circumstances and our inability to rise up from it. But we work hard. We play by the rules. There are other people in Michigan like me. There are other families in Michigan like mine. Raising the minimum wage could help improve the incomes and lives of over 1 million Michigan workers like me. Michigan workers who earn the minimum wage deserve respect and dignity. They deserve a decent wage. We're not all teenagers who are all just trying to make some extra spending money. We have families to feed. That's what the Raise Michigan campaign is all about. Lifting up people like me and families like mine out of poverty, off assistance, and into a brighter future. I support raising the minimum wage to $10.10 an hour because I know living, let alone surviving, on the current minimum wage is nearly impossible. And if we can't make enough money to make ends meet, where are we going to get this? We're going to get this from welfare and social programs. And so we're taking a lot of money out of the government that should be spent elsewhere. I know I don't like these potholes. I'd love for those to be fixed. So, the more we pay our workers, the more money we're going to have for more important things.